Hi there and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker, dear friends and deep thinkers. We have a lot of progress. We need to go to Pitax again, finally. And everyone wants to talk to us. So let's talk to them. Regongar and Octavia first. And then we'll see what else happens. How we can improve our kingdom. We should really level up, like espionage or divine. Leading all to all problems. Remember those books from Maestro Janus' study? We hope to find something about our past in them. Well, we did, and I'm kind of sorry we looked. Actually, I found something, but it's a sensitive conversation. Okay, there. They're sister and brother, I guess. We'll wait for you in the palace garden near the viewing point. Okay. In the palace garden. We have a palace garden. It's outside, I guess. And now you two. Hello. No matter what curses the denizens of the first world cast upon you, no matter what cruel tactics they use, you repel them all with valor. Bravo, your highness, accept this humble gift as a sign of gratitude from your subjects. And she chuckles carelessly. Whatever Nerissa has planned, I'm sure we can handle it. Each of her attacks is stronger than the last, but we are getting stronger too. Christian's whisper is barely audible. In any case, it won't be long. Why do you think they keep getting more dangerous? I think Nerissa has been playing with us. If she attacked at full strength a few years ago, the barony of thoughtful community was still in the cradle we couldn't possibly have endured. I bet she still needed to keep us alive for something, but now that we've lost our usefulness, she's decided to finish us off. I have a different theory. This curse from the Bold Hilltop is an unstable portal, a bridge between Golarion and the First World. And the more it is used, the more firmly anchored it becomes, which allows Nerissa to send through more and more powerful armies. Christian says, I think both of you are right. The stability of the portal does play an important role in the increasing power of Nerissa's attacks. However, it's true that she allowed the barony of thoughtful community to get on its feet, at least when it was newly formed. Maybe she's cursed herself. How soon until she's able to bring full power upon us? I'd assume her strength has nearly reached its peak. We might not be there yet, but the next assault will surely be especially dangerous. Can we use the portal on the Bold Hilltop to get to the first world and battle her? Alas, not yet. The passage between worlds is not reliable. We can't be sure of where it will take us, or if it will activate at all. Such is the nature of unstable first world portals. Such a portal is unreliable, Tristan says. Even for denizens of the first world, we only see a small portion of the hordes that Nerissa sends through the portal to attack us. Nerissa doesn't care what happens to the countless who go missing. However, with each attack the portal becomes more and more stable. I would imagine that soon the passage will become a steady bridge between Golarion and the First World. We only need to wait for that moment to attack. We must prepare for her attack, and we will prepare well, says Lindsay. Let her try to come at us again. We'll beat her back to where she came from. I'll cap our victory by writing a song about her. A really funny and embarrassing one. Everyone in the First World will be singing for her. Yeah, wonderful. And another one. Oh, Sherelle, thank you. A golden thread. Thank you a lot. About Morhalan. I reported his crimes to the guards. However, someone must have warned him he escaped. He has eyes and ears everywhere. I'm afraid your personal warden is the only one who can find him. I pray to Torek not to let him make more mischief before the guards find him, and I pray you don't let him go unpunished. We should go hunting for him. Hunting for Morhalan. Yeah, I've met here. No Man's Slave. Aha, yeah. We need to talk to Regongar. And to Octavia. Apparently. Highborn at heart. Okay. The Sentinel. Aha. Tristan. We have competition. And we have to build another town. Here we go. Start the project. Valerie. Who shall go hunting for Morhalan. We shall send Tristan. He has... Wait, it just requires some days to solve. We can send Rigonga. Oh, yeah, Rigonga must be on its way. Hot-headed and direct. Economy. Projects, the events. Here we go. We have the Sentinel and the competition. Okay. No one for the competition. But we have someone for the Sentinel. A unique servant, a clockwork Sentinel. Who can rank up? Yeah, relations. Yeah, sure. We'll rank up relations. That's a good idea. I hope we can do that, and then we'll talk to our friends. Relations reached rank 5. Merchant conspiracy. Success! The treasurer bribed several influential conspirators with gold and promises of power. They betrayed their comrades, and the whole scheme collapsed before any real harm was done. Thanks, Jubilost. Eclipse disaster. Oh my goodness. The furious crowd doesn't approve of any sort of entertainment like this. The Sentinel triumph. The townsfolk have fallen in love with the new Sentinel. It is proven to be an uncorruptible and tireless law enforcer. Advisor has charged the Sentinel with making decisions in court. It has become famous for its bare honesty. Nice. So, and we have built a town. Wonderful. We have more events here. Lindsay is terrified. The Bard raised an awful commotion in the castle. It's time to learn what happened. What's going on? Do we need to go to Pitax or what? What's going on, Lindsay? Tell us. Lindsay's eyes glitter and her nostrils flare with rage, but for some reason she speaks in a whisper. Such insolence! Such forgettable, monstrous, unimaginable insolence! Take some time to catch a breath, then explain what happened. Your Highness, we've got a problem, a major problem. Look for yourself. The Bard points her finger toward the far side of the throne room. The place where the royal throne once stood is now empty. This is unexpected. I'm surprised by your self-control. If I were you, I'd go on a rampage. Shameless scum. How could they go and rob the royal palace with the king still alive and well? In fact, our case is blatant and extraordinary, but hardly exceptional. Word on the streets is that the local population has become sick and tired of thieves. They break into people's homes, bypass the locks and latches, steal everything they can, and now the scum has the guts to meddle with royal property. We need to sort this out before they steal the whole kingdom, one brick at a time, and we need to get back your throne. It's shameful. I really hope your people there won't go wagging their tongues and spreading filthy rumors. Where should we begin this investigation? You should start with interrogating potential witnesses. I think the captain of the guard was in the palace when it happened. He was the one who discovered the throne was missing, at least. Then you should go to the city. I heard the smith was robbed recently too. Maybe I could give you some clues. Also, if I were you, I'd talk to the trader. Might have some hints as to who may be selling stolen goods. And one more thing, don't forget to visit the innkeeper, who better to glean information from any troubled locals finding themselves in need of a shoulder to cry on. What were my guards doing? Lindsay flings her arms up. Well, you weren't on the throne at the time it was stolen, right? And our guards are trained to guard people, not furniture. She gives you a faint smile. Sure, if the throne was stolen with you still sitting on it, things would be much worse. It's not much consolation, though. Oh, if I manage to catch this thief, she shakes her head. Whatever your upcoming plans were, retrieving the throne must be your top priority. I dread to think how loud your neighbors will laugh when they learn of this disgrace. Time to get going. Okay, it seems like we have something to do here. Interview the citizens. Okay. Rigonga, Alondi. Ready? Ah, there you are. Well, we found my tribe. Now we just have to go have ourselves a friendly chat. The half-orc clenches his fists. Yeah, so who's your tribe? The sewer rats. Wait, no, that's it. The crab lice, the threadbare moles. Man, I just can't seem to remember. Oh, right, the dung pigs. The half-orc gives you a lopsided grin. Fine, fine. They call themselves the Sharp Fangs, and for good reason. The Gongar grins, displaying his teeth, smaller than an orc's, but still large and sharp. They have kids with orcs to strengthen their blood. Not bad, eh? They braid themselves like pedigree cattle. So I've really been sold twice. First by my orc sow of a mother, who took some gold to push me and my brother out, never to see us again. Then my father chose which of us to keep and which to sell to the slavers, treated like an animal my whole life. I'm surprised I'm not barking on all fours. We're all animals. Some of us just have a thicker veneer of civilization than others. Well said, if that's the case. I really want to beat those pieces of shit and show them what a true animal can do. Half-orc shakes his fist. So you're looking for revenge. Not sure what I want yet. Maybe, maybe not. Might be enough just looking at these freaks to be sure nature's punished them well enough without me. I'm really just looking for some closure, that's all. How did you end up figuring it all out? Oh, that's another story entirely. We looked through Janus' books for a while, found where he bought us, from whom, who helped him. We got all we could from them, but checking up on the information would have meant travelling all across Numeria and half of the River Kingdoms. As you might recall, it wasn't exactly quiet here at the time, not that it ever is, right? But you know, we'd never leave you to clean a mess like that yourself. We ended up hiring a pretty brave crew headed by a good scout. We can't do everything ourselves, right? They pulled some strings, followed some leads, and figured everything out for us. Well, almost everything. The most important parts Octavia and I will find out for ourselves when we pay our families a visit. What about her? Did you learn anything about her family? We did. Turns out she's stopped. No, I'm shutting up. That's her news to tell you. All right, let's go meet your tribe. Octavia pensively fiddles with a small metal trinket while she waits. Takes her a moment to notice you as you approach. Oh, hi. It seems we haven't been properly introduced. Allow me. Octavia della Fiorni, heir to a noble title, a family manor, even a coat of arms with a motto. With a sad smile, Octavia shows you the trinket she was playing with. It's a fibula, decorated with a coat of arms, a butterfly and an arrow. At the bottom you will see the motto, Serve solely my conscience. What about Regongar? You learn anything of his past? Yes, but he'll tell you everything himself. So you're from a noble family. I could hardly believe it myself, but there's no doubt I'm the missing daughter of Marchioness della Fiorni. Missing, that's what they're calling it. How did you discover all this? It took a lot of work. After going through Janus' ledgers, not only did we find information about our purchase, we found a wealth of other data as well, connections, suppliers, meeting places, but tracking it all down ourselves would have required crossing half of the River Kingdoms and all of Numeria, and we couldn't abandon you. So we did the boring but practical thing like kings or their entourage might do. We hired a team of sleuths to follow the trail, and they found everything. Who bought us, who had been sold to, and where we are from. Finding my family was relatively easy. The Marchioness was already looking for me herself. They just needed to put a few pieces together to realize I was the missing heir of the Della Fiorni family. On the other hand, Rex's tribe had to be found with a looking glass, but it's no matter. We certainly paid them well for their trouble. And do you know where to find your family? There isn't one, really. The Della Fiorni family was waning before I was born. My mother is the last one. She's living in Petax in a small town house. I'm going to pay her a visit, and I'd like you to accompany me. As you wish, Your Excellency. It would be an honor to serve you on this excursion. Octavia looks at you, confusion written across her face. First she seems a little offended, but a moment later she's bent in half with laughter. Excellency, oh I can't. My Excellency, a high-born Marchioness of the highest rank. Woo! Octavia wipes tears of laughter from her eyes. Don't make me laugh so hard. Just look at me. Devils take me. What kind of Marchioness am I? You don't think I'm going to Pitax to inherit a title, do you? Thank you anyway. The title's not important. I just want to see my mother. All right, all right. Yeah, okay. We're looking to find the guard. Yeah, long live the king. Come on, man. Anyone saw anything about these thieves? That guard, long live the king. Thank you. Harem. Storyteller man. Okay, we have to go out, I guess, and ask around. Okay. We have to find our throne now. To the main square we go. When will we be there? Right now? Right now. Come on. Yeah, we can cure blindness with a scroll of remove blindness. Thank you. So, I think Hilland is the leader of... Captain of the Guard nods to you, Your Highness. Lindsay said it was you who discovered that the throne was missing. The captain grows gloomy. Yes, Your Highness. He keeps silence for a moment and continues embarrassed. Obviously embarrassed. Actually, Your Highness, please don't think me a fool or a drunkard. As I walked through the throne room at first, I thought it was a vision and didn't think much of it. Well, I thought I saw your throne in the corridor and it was running away. Not by itself, of course. I just couldn't see who was carrying it. Perhaps someone really tiny had got underneath it and ran, and it seemed the throne turned the corner by itself. The sight was strange beyond belief, so I thought I was simply too tired and had started seeing things. A moment later, when I discovered it was really missing, I rushed after it, but it had vanished into thin air. Maybe it was, magic? Okay. I bet the goblins have stolen them. Has anyone else seen...
I do what I must!
Dear traders, have you heard about the thefts plaguing the city? Heard, Your Highness. I myself am a victim of those thieves. Stole my tools right from under my very nose. I was in the backyard, getting coal for the furnace, and I heard some noise inside. I ran in, and that thief jumped right into a magic portal and vanished. I didn't even get a good look. Thank you.
I'm off!
New scrolls, okay. Tessie, you have any books by Willis Gunderson? Pardon me, Your Highness, I once took a couple of these books with me, and I dragged them around for 3 years. Someone bought them for a pittance as a kindling. Won't be easy to finding the works of that scribbler. Maybe someone in town has them. Well, farewell. Thank you. Hasuf. Man bows to you, spreading his arms a little. Hasuf from Absalom is happy to welcome you, Your Highness. Come take a look at the best wares we traveler and merchants have to offer. Please come take a look. Do you know where stolen goods are sold? He squints cunningly. How very polite. You do not ask me directly, but no. I'm not involved in such shady dealings, although the local traders sometimes claim otherwise. Some say that anything that's lying about will be stolen in this city, but then cannot be found for sale. You're not the first to ask after stolen goods. Many hope to find on the black market what precious things were stolen from their homes, but alas, it would seem the thieves have their own ways of getting rid of the stolen goods.
In due time.
Alright, we asked about everyone except in the tavern, of course. The tavern here. The tavern here. The tavern is here. I can go through here. Jod.
How may I serve you, Your Highness?
It's hard to tell you this, but that vision that led you to the stolen
Was merely
land.
the trick of some wicked fae from the First World. Tristian told me already, Your Grace, looking like a beaten puppy all the while. I cannot say that this late confession brought me much solace.
Damn it all! So what if Erastil didn't lead me here?
I didn't do all this traveling for naught. And yes, I forgave Tristian, have no doubt of that. Last thing I need is to bear a grudge against that dunce.
Thank you for the story.
there.
We'll talk later. Farewell. Here we go. Let's go to the tavern. And let's royally drink to our own health. I don't know. But maybe we'll find the thieves there. Throne thieves! Catch them! Elena, have you seen something? Welcome, Your Highness. I heard there's been a number of thefts in town. Do you know anything about it? Of course I heard about it, Your Highness. Many houses have been robbed. And here's what's strange. No picked locks, no broken windows. How do the scoundrels get inside, huh? Those thieves are real masters of getting into other people's houses. And they steal whatever they find. At one house they stole the silverware. At another one they left the money but took the children's toys. Strange thieves. I should go. Ah, that must be the goblins again. Wait until the throne appears for sale. Okay, okay. We won't go to the tournament as of yet. We will indeed go to... what did I click now? Yeah, Highborn at heart. We have so much to meet. Okay, we need to go to the mysterious cave. And to the Dwarven Fortress. That's the first.
Follow if you dare.
We'll leave you behind. And you. We'll take you. And you. Go, go, go. So you were here, and Tristan, I think, was here? How did that all happen now? Here we go. Maybe like that. Like that. Okay. So now, we have the Lost Dwarven Fortress, which is... Where is it now? Here. And we have the cave from Luna's map, which is quicker to reach. This will take 15 hours. This will take 1 day. Yeah, let's get to Candlemead Tower. To the cave. To the cave. And how's the formation? The formation is kind of odd. Okay, we need Jubilost here, we need him here. Emmanuel is right here. You two are in the back. That's a fine formation.
My skills are absolute.
We need some buffs to be going. Greater heroism on ourselves. Communal, see invis and protection from arrows. angelic aspect.
So, any brilliant ideas?
What got we here? Got some bark skin. And cat's grace. Yeah, we'll give some cat's grace. Yeah. You can shield. We can shield others too. Wow. Okay, that's nice.
Grotus awaits us.
Okay, let's go for the blessing. Communal delay poison seems right. Freedom of movement for Emmanuel. True seeing for us truly. Wonderful, wonderful.
A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my
we're
sharp
buffing
nails
everyone.
instead. I won't let you down.
We'll be buffing everyone.
And Lindsay was called forth.
And some heroisms. So, this cannot fail. And if we die, we have to somehow stop this. This is the mysterious cave. It's crazy. I think we over-prepared, but it could be wrong. Let us see what happens here. There's nothing. There's Gnome Ghost. Did you see that? Someone wrote the end on one of the walls near the entrance. In blue print. There's Gnome Ghosts. Xay's ghost. The flickering shadow stands before you, trembling and chanting something indistinct. In its silhouette you barely recognize the figure of a gnome girl dressed in rags. No, we need to try again. The door will open, I promised them, I promised. Who are you, ghost? The ghost seems not to pay any attention to you. I promised them to open this door to return everyone home. Bursting into a long and bleak laugh, the ghost makes a move, as if she wants to run away, then freezes and gives you an eerily attentive look. Who am I? I am Xay, a wizard. I'm the one who brought everyone here. This place, once the Lantern King himself opened a gate from his dominion to Golarion here, he abandoned this road, but I thought I could open the portal again, or ask for help from an eldest. Return all of us home. I was wrong. The door didn't open. We all lost color, one by one. So you're one of the gnomes from the first world. What happened to you? The ghost lets out a strange sound, half moan, half dull laughter. I lived a long, long life there, in the first world. Many long lives I traveled, I created, I danced upon the edge of the abyss, and fell into the clouds. I died to be born again, with none of my strengths and skills. So the gnome was fey, but with all the memories of the wonders I'd seen. But eternity can become tedious even for a soul that's forever young. Many older gnomes suffered it even before we knew what the bleaching was. Sooner or later there's not enough novelty anymore, so we all grew fascinated with a new game, death. One of the eldest created it. Of course he was just borrowing it based on his observations of the true gods. He drew a string from the river of souls and created his own little circle of births, deaths and judgments. Imitating the almighty Pharasma, he judged the souls that he owned and determined their further paths. It was so new, so exciting. Many gnomes volunteered, if not us, then who? But those who take from the goddess of death must be ready for the consequences. The Lady of Graves brought her wrath upon his creative elders. He was stripped of his power and forever doomed to serve in her court, and we gnomes, we were torn from the first world and bound to the river of souls, like all creatures from the material plane. Thereafter we lived like the rest, died like the rest, and learned all the pain of the bleaching. Our game had become our reality, and no longer could we tire of its fun and return to another one. But how it's also sad, my thoughts are scattered, crying all over. Foolish entertainment, closure, imminence, this is a story worth coming a long way for. I shall save it in my heart. Jubilus looks at the ghost, shaken. It seems to be one of these rare moments that the gift of speech is lost to him. But this is not at all how I supposed it happened. Respected Xay, I understand that your condition does not allow for long conversations. Perhaps you could tell me. The ghost listens to him with eerie attention. Of course I could. I could do many things. I tried many ways to open the portal. Everything except a sacrifice. A little blood would come in handy. Okay. Okay, I see. There's a ghostly guard. Interesting. Death warding. Ah, come on. We need to haste. Lindsay. Sing the song of our people. And what else? And what else? Someone here.
This is where I step in.
Jubilos! Acid bombs. Choking bombs. Oh, he's so bad with this. He'll take the dexterity thing. Hope this helps us. Emmanuel. We're all hasted. We should no doubt attack now.
This will hurt!
We'll all get drained, I think. Of this ghostly guard. First things first. Whoa. Frightful moan. Ow. Harem. Need a prayer.
Repent!
Okay, yeah. Could attack this ghostly guard.
Stand down.
Tavia versus
This
that
is
one.
for you. Serves you right.
Jubilos is running around. Of course he's afraid. That fits the story.
You should have run!
Smiley. Can we charge that one? No. Harem. Harem, harem, harem. We could use healing. Okay, I was
You
the dog.
offend me. I'll fight if I have to.
The ghost says ghost freezes, holds herself by the shoulders and sways back and forth, repeating over and over, I promised, I promised, I promised. The host, that's rather a foolish performance, little ghost. You've staged a fine series. Foolish performances, the playing the game of death, contacting an eldest not known for his mercy, trying to open a door that leads nowhere, but who are we addressing? Greetings, Immanuel Khan, and of course you, most persistent of researchers. We see you solved our riddle. Jubilost folds his hands on his chest. We did. I might still fail to understand why you send us the long way round, instead of just telling us everything from the beginning. Some truths must be discovered to be known or seen with your own eyes. The host nods at the pile of gnome bones and the shivering ghost. Is what Xay told us true? About the game of death and Pharasma's punishment? Yes. One of our eldest brothers thought he could steal from a deity. And the gnomes that answered his call thought they could play at death. Death decided otherwise. Is there a way to change what happened and help the gnomes? If there is, we know nothing of it. The elders can do many things, but as you both know, it is not enough to confront a deity, especially one such as Pharasma. We have learned our lesson, and do not play with the toys of others. Does that mean that is all was in vain? Of course not. The journey is often more important than the destination. Be satisfied with your secret you have won. The day I can simply be satisfied with something, I'll bleach, says Jubilost. You say we learned our lesson? You're also one of the eldest hosts. You hear laughter from under our hood. Oh, we're tired of answering this question. The many others that follow it ask us again next time, especially since the next time for you will be the one of the first times. For us? Why are you here? The right question at last. As I suspect you've realized, there's no way to save all the gnomes from the bleaching. You cannot return them to the first world and restore their connection to their homeland. And even if there were a sufficiently desperate and powerful creature ready to do it, their actions would not be looked on mercifully by the Lady of Graves. Though it cannot be done for all, it can still be done for one. We are ready to offer this gift as a token of your appreciation for your exciting adventure and your solution to the riddle. Do you hear, Sir Jubilost? You personally may become reconnected with the First World. You won't be entirely protected from death if you remain on Golarion, but you will be forever spared from the bleaching. Whenever you visit the First World, which we are aware you desire passionately, then you'll be as immortal as any fae. Jubilost fixes his glasses nervously. It's the only chink in his noculant facade. If this gift cannot help the whole gnome race, then I have no need of it. Of course I'm not immune to vanity, but I've always been ready to share the burden of mortality with the others who bear it on their shoulders. I'll even keep wearing these stupid glasses. I'll survive without the immortality of the First World and face the bleaching when it comes, as all gnomes have done before me. Can't believe I'm hearing this. The same Jubilost who spoke of his gnome servants with such contempt is rejecting immortality because he can't help all the gnomes in the world admit it. This is just another grab for attention. Is it such a hypocrite? Let us assume for a moment that I've changed and matured. Jubilost avoids looking at Octavia, but it's obvious how hard it is for him to say this. Simultaneously avoid saying something rude. And this is not just about immortality. Exploring the First World is my dream, but as we all know too well, it's mortally dangerous. The gift of the host would be the best protection for me in my journeys, but no, this isn't going to happen. We're chaotic neutral. Don't refuse. Principles are principles, but this is an incredibly rare gift. It would be good for you and all of us, especially since we're so often at war with the First World. I'm surprised to hear this from you. Didn't we agree on the importance of self-sacrifice back when we discussed the inconsequent debates? No, Immanuel Khan. Whatever my karma, I cannot give up my principles. We aren't easy to surprise, but you've managed it, says the host. Very well, rejection is a rejection, but gifts to the elders are not so easy to withdraw from the world. They must find an owner somewhere, one way or another. So what should we do? To whom shall we grant what has been promised? Maybe the gift will help Xay. That exhausted ghost deserves some peace. That's a worthy idea. What do you say, host? Can you grant the ghost peace instead of giving me immortality and everything that goes along with it? 1,000-year-old insane ghosts again? Well, why not? But we will do much more than simply give her peace. You'd be surprised how little difference there is between nowhere and here and now. She will open her door just when she was always meant to. You have rejected the gift, Jubilost Narthropple. But we will not leave you without any reward at all. We offer you a trifle, the chance to sometimes glimpse eternity in the corner of your eye, just as we do. Now you can remember the history of things. Those who wander searching for mysteries and ancient relics might find this skill useful. And now farewell. And you finally succumb to the bleaching. You may remember this moment. I wonder what you think then. Only time knows. Can't believe it. I can feel it again. The first world. Our home. I don't know if I can save you from death, my friends, but at least we will die at home. And they're going back. And we have solved the mystery. How nice that was. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. We will help Harim's people in the next episode. Have a great time until then and happy gaming. This is Imran Khan signing out. See you soon and have a great time until then. Happy gaming.